Busy top 10 headlines today. Thank you for tuning in to HardNews TV4. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where truth is like archaeology, and every day we're digging for it. Today is August 27th, 2020. I purposely did not show y'all the headlines because I didn't want y'all to see this before I comment. So, this little man right here, look at this, a condom on a gun. Watch, Democrat representative says gun owners all have small penises. That's what he meant, genitals, okay? A Democrat congressman, his name is Sean Casten. So let's go look up Sean Casten. This little weak wrist little man. It says right here he's from Dublin, Ireland, born in 1971, and he is a representative in Illinois. I would love for this little sweet and innocent little not very street smart man from Dublin, Ireland to come to my neighborhood in Baton Rouge and tell the gun owners and the gang members there that they have small penises because they own guns, okay? First of all, we know all about the Bloods and the Crips and the Bloods. They all in Louisiana. Nationally affiliated street gangs are involved in drug transportation and distribution throughout Louisiana. Both Crips and Bloods are active in Shreveport and have strong family ties to gang members in Los Angeles through whom they purchase drugs, primarily powdered cocaine and marijuana. Okay, so let little Mr. Sean from Dublin, Ireland, come and tell these hardened, hardcore Crips and the Bloods that they got small penises, okay? He has lost his mind. They have all gone insane. Insane. Article number 2, South Bay Church fined $10,000 for holding indoor church services. Okay, now if it's going to cost something to make a stand in the days that we're in, are you willing to make a stand? Okay? You can go out there, kill, steal, pillage, rape, commit arson, protest, riot, do whatever you want, and nothing happens. But if you open your church service to pray and seek God for peace in the earth, they are going to fine you almost to the point of being out of business. Are you willing to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to keep being treated this way? I'm not going to be your... South Bay Church fined $10,000 for holding indoor services during pandemic. A Santa Clara County church has been fined $10,000 for violating health restrictions and holding indoor services throughout the pandemic. North Valley Baptist Church in Santa Clara was fined $5,000 by the county for the holding indoor services Sunday morning and another $5,000 for holding service Sunday evening. The church's pastor says he's being called to take a stand and will not let the county prevent his church from holding in-person services. We have a First Amendment right. You can't make laws against the church. The church's pastor, Jack Treber, said, we have the right to worship. Churches and other houses of worship were ordered to stop holding indoor services back in March 19th. But are you going to stand up and say other people have the freedom to assemble, the freedom to riot, the freedom to rob, rape, pillage, commit arson, murder out in the streets, have protests, do whatever? But like I said, you want to seek God and pray for our country, you're going to get fined until you can't pay fines anymore and forces the doors to shut. But we have to, at some point, say, I'm going to take a stand. Now, let me show y'all the two crazy things on this, okay? The hypocrisy. CDC study reveals evidence of COVID-19 spreading in airplanes. COVID-19 has been shown to spread on airplanes, even among asymptomatic travelers, according to a new study from the CDC and prevention. Okay? Before boarding the flight, around 300 passengers were screened for the virus symptoms and given an N95 mask. When the passengers arrived, they were quarantined by the government for 2 weeks and regularly tested. 6 of the travelers who were asymptomatic tested positive at the start of the quarantine. Okay, so this is from August 27th, showing that it spreads on the airplanes. Now, that's the New York Post. Did y'all see that? New York Post from today. New York Post today is also running an article. New York City-to-London air bridge reportedly being discussed by U.S. and the U.K. An air bridge between the Big Apple and Big Ben is being discussed by the U.S. and U.K. as a possible means for travelers to sidestep quarantine rules amid the coronavirus pandemic, according to the report. Officials are studying plans for regional air bridges that would allow visitors from low-risk areas such as New York City to cross the pond to Britain, the Telegraph reported. New York has brought its 7-day infection rate down to just 7.2 cases per 100,000, which is below UK's 11.3, but remains red-listed, forcing American visitors to quarantine for 14 days, according to the outlet. There are discussions going on at a very senior level around opening up London and New York. They are very early stage, but it's vital to get business going with a major trading partner, especially as we near Brexit. Okay? So they're quietly discussing how to make travel again between the two continents. And in the same paper on the same day, they're showing that you can be asymptomatic and spread it on the planes. Do y'all see how crazy it is? Propaganda, confusion, making you read, oh, I can't get on an airplane, it's dangerous. You read that report, and then your friend reads, oh, they're about to open up the airlines for low-risk areas, and you're going to be in an argument. No, I just read it spreads on the airplane. No, I just read. The confusion. Article number 5, Coronavirus Live Update. CDC's walk back controversial testing guidelines. Beware of hand sanitizer packaged in children's food pouches. We talked about this in one of my other videos. The U.S. CDC and Prevention on Thursday attempted to clarify controversial testing guidelines published Monday that said people with no symptoms do not necessarily need a test, even if they were exposed to an infected person. Now watch what is about to happen. We're going to get to a crazy story. Okay, this is article number 6. Mind games. Elon Musk will reveal a device that connects your brain to a computer on Friday, putting AI in your head. Okay, he wants to put AI in your head, and he can't even keep a car from crashing. Tesla driver crashes into cop while watching movie, and it was on autopilot. Frequency of Tesla autopilot crashes are up. Human error is down. Tesla driver watching movie using autopilot crashes. Saratoga, man killed in fiery crash. The Tesla then traveled down the off-ramp. Tesla on autopilot slams into police cars. North Carolina. This is North Carolina. This is California. Okay, so he can't even keep a car from crashing, but he wants you to trust him to stick a chip in your brain. Article number 7. Amazon unveils Halo to battle Apple Watch and Fitbit, tracks activity, body fat, and emotions. Now, if your mind has a chip in it, how much are they going to know about you? Amazon has introduced a wristband for health and fitness tracking called Halo, along a subscription device and smartphone app. It brings some new features, including technology to track people's body fat, percentages, sleep temperature, and their emotional state. They'll know if you're happy, sad, depressed, feeling frisky. They're going to know all your business. There ain't going to be anything secret about you anymore, okay? Article number 8. Oh, this is the same one that I just did. Number 9. Fed slashes, okay, ultra-rich club stockpiles cash as U.S. economy fears grow. A group of multi-million-dollar investors in the U.S. are hoarding cash at unprecedented levels. Tiger 21, a club of more than 800 investors, reported Thursday that its members have raised their cash holdings to 19% of their total assets on concerns over the economic consequences of the COVID pandemic in the U.S. Okay, and I read today that Jeff Bezos just became the $200 billion man. Let's just Google this real quick. Jeff Bezos, 200 billion. At the start of this, he was worth 136 billion. So he's gained 70-something billion dollars through the shutdown. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is now worth more than $200 billion. Protesters built him a guillotine out in front of his house. Okay, he's getting richer by the minute while we're all suffering. Now look at the last article. Coronavirus live updates. Abbott Labs $5 rapid test gets approval. 5 states paying $300 unemployment boost. Okay, it says the Food and Drug Administration has authorized new COVID-19 tests from Abbott Labs that the company says cost just about $5 and produces results in 15 minutes. And the Trump administration has already signed on to purchase 150 million of the test. So this is Washington Post, Forbes. White House announces deal to provide 150 million rapid coronavirus tests. Abbott Labs rapid $5 COVID-19 test to fill in testing gaps for millions in the United States. So I think we're all about to be handed a $5 test. Y'all please leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.